Good morning, I'm Chitrakar, and these are the headlines of the hour. 21 deaths reported across the country within the past 20 years due to explosives planted during the conflict era. The government indifferent towards its management. It's Father's Day or Kushe Aunsi today, the day being celebrated across the country by honoring fathers. Devotees throng Gokarneshwar since early morning. National outrage reported in Israel following recovery of bodies of 6 hostages held by Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Netanyahu's government accused of failure to secure a hostage deal. And reigning US Open champion Coco Gauff's title defense ended by Emma Navarro in the 4th round. Two decades have gone by since the armed conflict ended. During this time, laws related to transitional justice has been formed. However, explosives planted during the conflict era are still a problem to this day. On Friday last week, 2 innocent miners lost their lives due to one of such explosives that had been stranded. So far, 21 such deaths have been reported across the country. None of the state bodies have focused on removing explosives as such that were installed during the conflict era. The state and the Maoist combatants are both unaware about the locations of such explosives. The lack of information hence has continued to cause the loss of innocent lives. A stranded bomb in Falelung of Panchthar district cost the lives of 2 miners. A grenade that fell from the roof of a house caused an explosion, the source of which and the time of installation is yet unknown. However, this was not the first time such incident occurred in the country. Since the armed conflict ended, 21 people have lost their lives to such explosives, which includes 9 deaths in just the past 5 years. In majority incidents so far, it's the miners who have died. 108 others have been injured. The state has yet to search for such stranded explosives, and there are chances that this would continue unless all explosives are traced and removed. In the past 1 year, Nepal Army deactivated 100 such explosives found near police offices. This includes 35 in Kapilvastu's Taulihawa and 65 in Sankhwasaba. Nepal Army says it found bombs and explosives in 136 locations in the past 1 year. Based on the Army's bomb disposal team, it is yet uncertain how many places across the country are unsafe. The candidates recommended by the government for the post of ambassadors in 17 countries at the Parliamentary Hearing Committee have presented work plan and priorities concerning diplomatic relations, development projects, tourism promotion and promotion of trade. Hearing has begun from yesterday for candidates recommended for the post of ambassadors in 17 countries. Proposed candidates for India, Denmark, Germany and China presented their work plan and answered questions raised by lawmakers. Krishna Prasad Oli, who has been recommended as envoy for China, presented a 4-point work plan to the committee and said that he would implement policy taken by the government for the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, put forward by China. Oli said he would take initiatives to raise the number of Chinese visitors to Nepal, address the impacts of climate change on Nepal and open customs with China in a sustainable manner. Proposed envoy for Denmark, Tuladhar, committed to work for improving diplomatic relations with Denmark and 7 other nations, promote Nepal's tourism and take initiatives to address the issue of Nepalese students studying in Denmark. Shahil Rupakheti, proposed for Germany, said he would make efforts to remove Nepal from EU air safety blacklist, which he said is one of the reasons for low number of visitors to Nepal from Germany. The Parliamentary Hearing Committee also heard from Dr. Shankar Sharma, who is recommended for India. The committee has received 9 complaints, including 4 personal and 5 ideological. These complaints have been filed against Netra Prasad Timalsina, who has been recommended for Malaysia, Than Prasad Pandit for Israel, Shankar Prasad Sharma for India, and Professor Kapil Shrestha, who has been recommended for South Africa. No complaints have been filed against 13 of the recommended candidates. Proposed candidate for ambassador to India, Shankar Sharma, has said that the EPG report, which was prepared 6 years ago, and the issues related to border dispute was not within the jurisdiction of the ambassadors. The EPG group that was formed to give suggestions on revision of the 1950 Nepal-India Pact published its joint report in 15th and 16th of the Nepali month of Asar 2075 during its 9th meeting held in Kathmandu. The report was said to be presented to the Indian Prime Minister and then to the Prime Minister of Nepal. It has already been 6 years since the report was prepared. However, India has been dilly-dallying to accept the report. Likewise, Nepal-India border has remained disputed for a long time. During the meeting of the Parliamentary Hearing Committee held yesterday, lawmakers had questioned proposed candidates for ambassador to India, Shankar Sharma, who had served in the post for more than 2 years, regarding his role in the EPG report. Lawmakers also expressed concern regarding ways to address the long-standing Nepal-India border dispute. Answering questions raised by lawmakers, Sharma said that the issues could be resolved only through high-level diplomatic talks. He said that the Indian side must be urged for a dialogue during each high-level visit to the country. He added that the issue could not be addressed even though 8 high-level visits took place during this period. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked in several provinces what suggestion they have for the candidates recommended by the government for ambassador post. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
कुनै पनि देशसँग एउटा राम्रो सुमधुर सम्बन्ध राख्नको लागि त्यसमा चाहिँ डोएट रोल हुनु भएन, नितान्त रूपमा निष्पक्ष रोल भूमिका हुनुपर्ने।
नेपालको लागि कुन हितकर काम हुन्छ त्यो गरिदिनु पर्ने हुन्छ।
जनताको चाहिँ राजदूतहरू काम गरोस्, कुनै पार्टीको काम नगरोस्। यो कि जनताको राजदूत हो, पार्टीको राजदूत होइन।
विदेशमा जुन तपाईको मान्छेहरू मर्छन् कामदारको दरमियानमा उनीहरूलाई जुन छ नि ल्याउने जुन हुन्छ नि त्यसमा राजनीति नहोस्,
कुनै चीज त्यहाँ समस्या नहोस्। हाम्रो नेपाली दिदी बहिनी भाइहरूलाई
दुःख पाएछन्, अब फसेछन्, उनीहरूको चाहिँ गुनासो सुनिदिनु पर्यो, उद्धार गर्नको लागि पहल गरिदिनु पर्यो।
पार्टीको एउटा नभइकन स्वच्छ देश र जनताको हितमा काम गर्ने
के कति युवाहरू छन्, कामदार छन्, विद्यार्थी छन्, त्यसको रेकर्डहरू राख्ने, अभिलेख गर्ने, त्यसको जानकारी गराउने, दुःख पाएकाहरूको चाहिँ पनि अभिलेख राख्ने, तिनीहरूलाई सहयोग गर्ने, सहयोगै गर्दैन भन्ने गुनासो आउँछ।
देशलाई समुन्नत बनाउनका लागि राम्रो भूमिका खेल्नका निमित्त सिफारिस हुनुभएका राजदूतहरूलाई यही सुझाव दिन चाहन्छु।
राष्ट्रको हितलाई सर्वोपरि मानेर काम गर्नुपर्ने देखिन्छ।
Time now for our segment, Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question: why are ruling and opposition parties focused on playing games instead of service delivery and issues of public concern? The options are A, ruling parties' vested interest, B, apathy to priority issues, and C, lack of awareness. Voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. It's Father's Day today, also known as Kushe Ausi. The day is being observed across the country as well as abroad by paying respect and reverence to one's father. On this auspicious day, sons and daughters honor their fathers based on the religious belief that fathers are equal to gods. Special delicacies, sweets, clothes, among others, are offered to fathers on this day. Meanwhile, those who have lost their fathers visit Gokarneshwar in the northeastern part of the valley. People also visit Betravati and Uttargaya, among other holy places, to perform Shraddha in memory of their deceased fathers. A fair is being held in Gokarneshwar and Betravati since early morning today. The day is also known as Gokarne Ausi, as a special fair is organized there today. Kush, a grass that is regarded as a symbol of purity, is brought into the house on this day. Hindu devotees consider Kush, holy basil and sacred fig as the symbol of Hindu Lord Vishnu. Likewise, the 159th birth anniversary of renowned national figure Motiram Bhatta is also being observed today by organizing various programs. 4 individuals have died in Bake's Narayanapur due to high fever. 3 individuals of the same family and another 1 individual from Narayanapur Rural Municipality 3 have died due to high fever. All those deceased had reported symptoms including high fever and diarrhea. According to Head of Chief of Health Unit, Nagendra Shahi, 2 of the deceased had returned from India after receiving treatment, while the other 2 individuals died while receiving treatment in Narayanapur. The deceased have been identified as 36-year-old Usha Devi Paswan, 1-year-old Nandani Paswan, 72-year-old Shanti Devi and 12-year-old Sukhya Alisesh. Usha and Shanti had died last Friday, while Nandani and Sukhya died yesterday. Sources have said that additional 15 individuals are in a critical condition. They have reported symptoms including headache and high fever. As festive season inches closer, market inflation has skyrocketed. Prices for daily consumables like rice, pulses, grains, among others, have gone up by 10 to 33% in Koshi province as monitoring bodies remain indifferent. The price of Jeera Masino rice that cost around 1900 rupees for a sack of 25 kilograms has gone up to 2200 rupees. Price for grams has increased by 1/3 to 160 rupees per kilogram. Flour that cost 74 rupees per kilo has gone up to 80 rupees. Likewise, in 1 month, the prices for pulses and grains have increased by 10%, leaving the consumers at the receiving end.
अनुगमन नभएको कारणले फरक पसलमा फरक रेट पनि हामीले पाउन सक्छौँ।
17-18 सयमा किनिरहेको चामल अहिले 22-23 सय रुपैयाँ परिरहेको छ हैन। जस्तै दालहरु 130 120 पर्ने अहिले 160 सबै कुरा त्यस्तै खाद्यान्नमा प्राय धेरै नै मूल्य वृद्धि भइरहेको छ।
Business persons say the government's tax provisions had compelled them to raise the prices.
एडभान्स इन्कम ट्याक्स लगभग धेरै वस्तुमा 2.5% लगाएको छ। दाल दलहनहरुमा त 10% लगाएको छ। त्यो भनेको मतलब के हो भने तपाईले 10% तिरेको यही वर्ष तपाईको मुनाफामा चाहिँ समायोजन हुने गरी अर्को वर्ष क्यारी फरवर्ड गर्न नलजाने गरी चाहिँ सरकारले त्यो प्रावधान ल्याएको छ। त्यसको कारणले गर्दाखेरि त्यो अल्टिमेटली वस्तु के भयो भन्दाखेरि सिधै कस्टमा गएर जोडियो। किनभने एकै वर्षमा त ती कुराहरु त के रे समायोजन गर्न सकिदैन कि त्यस लेभलको मुनाफा पनि हुँदैन। मुनाफाको लेभल त्यही अनुसार बढ्नु पर्यो। त्यो कारणले केही वस्तुहरुमा चाहिँ अहिले चाहिँ आएर बढेको छ।
The state seems indifferent towards the supply and demand side of the market. Business persons say 50% of the market demand for rice, wheat and corn depends on imports. 80% of the demand for pulses, grains among others also depend on import. For instance, 9,024 tons of pulses and grains, 45,740 tons of wheat, 36,000 tons of paddy and 14,542 metric tons of rice were imported through the Biratnagar customs last year. Businesses have to pay between 2.5% to 10% advance income tax on top of value-added tax, depended on the item.
त्यसै गरी तरकारी फलफुल लगायतका प्राइमेरी कृषि प्रोडक्टहरुमा नेपाल सरकारले पैठरी गर्दाखेरि भन्सार बिन्दुमै अग्रिम आयकर लगाउने व्यवस्था गरेको छ। कुनै वस्तुहरुमा 10% सम्म पनि छ भने कुनैमा 2.5% छ। तर मूल्यवर्धी कर लाग्ने वस्तुहरुको हकमा भने मूल्यको 1.5% मात्रै अग्रिम आयकर लिने प्रावधान रहेको छ।
Experts have warned it's too late for the state to take necessary steps to save the general public from skyrocketing inflation ahead of festivities. Time now for international update. Tens of thousands of people have rallied across Israel after the bodies of 6 hostages held by Hamas in the Gaza Strip were recovered by soldiers, causing national outrage. Protesters, many clad in Israeli flags, descended on Tel Aviv, Jerusalem and other cities, accusing Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his government of not doing enough to reach a deal to secure the release of the remaining hostages taken by Hamas during the 7th of October attacks. Yesterday's protests were largely peaceful, but crowds broke through police lines, blocking a major highway in Tel Aviv. This comes as a major Israeli labor union, Histadrut, called for a nationwide general strike today, pressing for a hostage deal. Meanwhile, the Hostages Families Forum, which represents the families of some of those held in Gaza, said the death of the 6 was the direct result of Netanyahu's failure to secure a deal to halt the fighting and bring their loved ones home. Israel's Defense Minister Yoav Gallant has asked Netanyahu to discuss a ceasefire agreement with Hamas so that the people held hostage in Gaza can be brought back home. Netanyahu said Israel would not rest until it caught those responsible. In Jerusalem, protesters were forcibly removed from the road by police, and there were demonstrations outside the Prime Minister's residence, while Israel's trade union called for a general strike today to further pressure the government into securing a hostage deal. The recovered bodies were from about 250 hostages captured during the Hamas-led shock incursion into southern Israel on 7th of October that sparked Israel's retaliatory war in Gaza. Their deaths have 101 Israeli and foreign captives still in Gaza, but around a third of these are known to have died, with the fate of others unknown. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good day.